Lesson 5, Question 4. In ancient Greece, education consistently occurred in the context of the personal relations. Among teachers and students, most often it involved a tutor who traveled to homes or other community locations, where they worked with individuals or small groups of students. Additionally, collecting teachers and students into learning communities was another approach to creating a social learning context, such as Plato's Academy and its descendant organizations. It is important to note that a close relationship between student and teacher was consistently seen as essential. Advanced education involved a deep and absolutely personal bond between teacher and pupil, a bond in which emotion, if not passion, played a considerable part. Indeed, Plato, in the dialogues, supported the active engagement of students in learning. Much of what was learned occurred through these interpersonal oral relationships rather than through written materials. Lesson 5, Question 5. The search for approval has its own challenges. In the formative period of childhood, the child seeks the approval of its caretakers as a means of securing their love. This persists into adulthood, where there is a general need for the approval of others, especially loved ones, or those who are admired or looked up to, because they have particular qualities or skills. But this can turn into an unhealthy, excessive need for approval if the individual is uncertain about his or her own independence, rights, responsibilities, and effectiveness, the ability to influence things. The constant searching for approval is based on the fear that the other's love will be withdrawn, and that you will be left helpless and unloved. This, of course, is an extension of a childhood pattern, whereby the individual feels that he or she never received enough unconditional approval or love from her or his parents. As a result, they learn to feel unworthy and that they don't have the right to expect unconditional love and approval. Lesson 5, Question 6. Motivation has an extensive history in academic research. Some of the earliest work on this topic was by Clark Hull, who observed that effort invested in accomplishing a goal increases as goal attainment becomes more likely. Although this conclusion was drawn by observing rats running a maze to achieve a food, reward with speed increasing as distance to the food decreased, it is nevertheless useful in seeking to explain goal pursuit in humans. Indeed, much of the modern work on motivation has built on this foundation to understand what promotes goal pursuit and achievement. For example, mirroring Hull's rats, consumers have been shown to accelerate coffee purchases as they approach the end of a 10th free loyalty card. In the sports context, athletes are often observed to give one last push as they complete a given event. And this is also often a feature both of others' efforts to motivate them despite their fatigue and of their own self-talk. This method of motivation can also be seen when a person puts in extra effort as they reach the end of a given exercise routine. Given the centrality of motivation to success in most life domains, this topic has fascinated scholars in a range of disciplines. In the social sciences, including economics and psychology,